Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Hello.
The last time we were here, Amanda shared some inspirational words that she gained from a high school graduation and encouraged you all to not put off until tomorrow what you can do today. And then when we turned to Amanda and we talked about her doing that, and she started using the past tense about what she wishes she would have done, but she was a little reluctant to talk about what she wants to do. After some gentle encouragement behind the scenes, she has agreed to come on here today and just have a dialogue about what that process looks like for her, in large part because she's humoring me, but also I think that it's something that many of us struggle with is we have these things that we want to do. We have this feeling that we're meant for more, we want to do more, and we just don't know how to change things up. So I think having this just dialogue with Amanda, who has a really unique perspective, having been given a terminal diagnosis, it can hopefully shine some light on just how challenging and difficult this is. And maybe, just maybe, it will help light a path for Amanda, and maybe it'll help light a path for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I asked you the question in the last video, who do you want to be? Or what do you want to do? And you responded with?
I have no idea. Did I say that? That's
something like that.
Yeah.
And you say you have no idea after you had spent the video talking about how you wish you would have done, helping the helpers, nutrition for kids, doing these kinds of things. You've talked about doing animal stuff. You've talked about doing advocacy. You've talked about becoming a champion for, cancer research and raising awareness.
Yeah.
But when I ask you the actual question, you default to, I don't know. What do you think that is?
So literally just got off the phone with my therapist, and I feel like right now I am in this very messy, complicated part of my life, in the sense of now treatment is over for right now. Hallelujah.
Hopefully forever.
Yes, hopefully forever. So there's like a really hard, it's like a hard thing. There's like, what would I do if I was giving this, what would I do given this diagnosis, say if it wasn't terminal, like going back to school, doing this, doing that, like that would be one way. But like, if, not having to go to a 4-year school, or, not becoming a neurosurgeon, like not doing something like that, there's like, what am I trying to say?
I know what you're trying to say, and if I could instead make a suggestion.
Yeah.
You shared with me that your therapist encouraged you to look at life not as what happened or what could happen, but what is now. But she had said something to the effect of, we can always be someone different one moment to the next.
Yeah.
And I say that to encourage you to maybe consider that instead, because a lot of times we get stuck into these questions about identity over what happened, what we think could happen, and we rationalize ourselves out of just what really matters to us right now. So just take this moment. Who do you want to be in this
moment? Well, I definitely want to be a long-term glioblastoma survivor.
I'm a huge fan of that.
That would be amazing.
So there's a good now to start with. And
yes.
then we're assuming that you will be a long-term glioblastoma survivor.
And also the reason why, I mean, one, I want to live, obviously, but two, it's like I want to be a long-term glioblastoma survivor because, I mean, I've met so many people along this journey and that are loving and kind and caring and terrified and scared and all the things. And, like, this is kind of like, again, we always say that, like, cancer is not a club you ever want to be in, but when you're in it, it has the most incredible people in it. I would love to somehow give back the love and the support that I've been given to someone else. There's this individual, his name's David Bolton. He has glioblastoma. He is a 11-year survivor of it. And he has this, it's called Ahead of the Game. And it's a hub for people who have cancer, that they can use like different modalities of like red light therapy or like hyperbarics and weight training and cold plunges and stuff. And he does it for free. He gets like a lot of help and support from, I don't know, other organizations, I'm guessing. But like, there was something that when I heard that story is like I don't want to be like the face of glioblastoma and blah blah blah. Like, I want to help people help themselves, or help people in like a way that I can help, and I don't really know what that is right now.
Too many people get frozen in the now, Amanda, because they think they have to have the picture crystal clear about what it's going to be a year from now, 5 years from now, 50 years from now.
Yeah.
What you are saying to me sounds like you have a really good idea of what you want to do. You know, that's beautiful, and you can honor that. And you can start with that and allow that idea to be enough. Then what happens next is, once you get the idea, you can start to play with it, and you can start to play with, okay, well, what would it look like to make this? What would it look like to do this? What would be all the pieces I'd want to offer? How could I make that happen? What can I do now? What is something that I add 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now? And something too, I think it's just really authentically, genuinely you. Yeah. You say I want to be a long-term glioblastoma survivor. I know you value your life, but I know the thing that probably has a stronger emotional pull for you, that is authentically you, is the idea of being able to take what's going on for you and use it to help people.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about helping the helpers.
Yeah.
That's helping the helpers right there. Mm-hmm. And it's not just helping the helpers in terms of people who are the patients. It's helping the people who, we've talked about this before, it is so important for you to share your story with doctors, with people, because they're the ones who are in the system and they're seeing it all the time. And for them to see a patient in their care who's done as well, or is doing as well as you, and has such a beautiful outlook on life, it probably gives them a respite from the hard stuff and helps them remind themselves and stay connected to why they got in this in the first place. My hope for this series is that as people get diagnosed in the future and they go on and they make the mistake of going to Google like we all do.
I didn't.
Well, instead of the scary statistics popping up, what pops up is they see a picture of you, they see a video of you, and you're 1 year, 2 years, 5 years out, and you're doing great, and they say, wow, here's this person who I don't even know but shares my diagnosis, and look how well she's doing. There's hope.
Yeah, which is exactly what Kelly was for me, and Amber Staples was for me.
Absolutely.
Like David Bolton.
They still are.
Harry, like all the people, and Rebecca, who really are, you know, decades and years ahead of me, and like, and they're also paying it forward, which is like such a beautiful, they're just wonderful people.
And so are you.
Yeah.
But my point is it's not everybody's wonderful, and I know how your mind works sometimes, and you will talk yourself out of, you grab for this loving and encouragement to everybody else, and you will say things that are very clearly, at least to me, and I imagine most people who are watching, listening, that are saying, wow, this is what Amanda wants to do, and it's totally what you could do. But then when you put it in a direct line of questioning, well, what do you want to do? And you say, oh, I don't know. There's an affliction called I don't know-itis.
Yeah.
And basically, I don't know-itis is just a way for us to ever have to sit and thoughtfully reflect on what really matters and what's most important to us. I think you have a really good sense of it. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little.
So how did that feel talking about that?
I felt okay.
All right. Well, we'll settle for okay. Everybody, as always, thank you so much for being here. We love and appreciate you, and we will see you all next time. Take good care now. Bye-bye.